The streets of Sandtown pretty empty now. 24 hours earlier, it was a party rallying for peace.
Sally Devil one mission, take the city back.
With Baltimore's bloodshed as a backdrop.
We're killing each other, honestly, for nothing.
We caught up with Chris Dent, who lives in the area.
Things are definitely getting worse.
We told him about the 17-year-old boy gunned down in Baltimore's Inner Harbor over the weekend and about the 3 other people killed since Friday.
Do you ever worry about your own safety?
I have, and every day, honestly, yes. It's not safe. It's not safe.
Dent, living in the neighborhood filled with colorful row homes, says he does live in fear. When I asked Mayor Brandon Scott about the violence, the mayor flipped the problem back to the media.
Do you think that your administration can have a summer of peace, given what we've seen in the track
I
record
think that
so
that's
far?
a ridiculous question. I think that your station in particular has to understand that this is not a hashtag. And what we're understanding is that we're going to work every day to make sure that violence does not happen wherever we can prevent it. But we ultimately also have to understand personal responsibility. What's the personal responsibility? When are we going to also call on people to check on what's going on with their young people, to make sure that they know what their young people are into? When are we going to have a conversation about how everybody, including your station, can play a part in reducing violence instead of spreading this hatred, spreading this violence, spreading these hashtags, spreading all the nonsense that we see?
But political analyst John Dede says the mayor's pointing the finger at the wrong people looking for answers to the problem.
He chose to run for this job because he thought he could make a difference and make things better. Things have not worked out, and at some point, you have to make some sort of course correction.
Meanwhile,
I think people are more tired. They're not frustrated anymore. I think they're numb to it.
people like Desmond Simmons says the police aren't doing enough to save lives.
Police are trash. They don't want to do their jobs. They only worry about drugs instead of violence.
All while the mayor displays his frustration about the violence.
We don't need any more hashtags.
The people living with the reality of Baltimore's crime crisis
I'm worried about my safety because they could be shooting up the street and I can get hit with a stray bullet.
are left worrying about surviving another day in Baltimore City.